Welcome back to From the Stash, where reality and podcast collide within the music industry. With your host, James Davis McAllister. From the Stash Podcast.
All right. Welcome back to another From the Stash podcast. And I'm your host, James Davis McAllister. And in today's episode, I have a special guest all the way from Albuquerque, Seth Darling, the mastermind behind the GRINDCORE project, NYMPHO. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's only the 95th time that we've done this. So let me ask you this. We had spoken before, and you said you had a troubled childhood. Okay, do you think that led you to music? Is that what led you to music, or like was it a parent or a friend or an uncle or something like that that made you get into music?
Oh, that's a long story, but I am totally willing to tell it. So
go for it. You're the guest.
My parents were pretty unstable. You know, they still are. I don't speak to them anymore. But being 28, I have other shit to worry about. But
that's gotta hurt though.
Oh yeah.
Not to poke into the wound, but
no, you're good. I think subconsciously probably, but I mean, when I was a kid, probably more so. But now I'm just like, I just rather would worry about myself and people I care about. But it started. People would ask me, "Oh, you've moved around a lot in your past when you were a kid. Were your parents in the military?" I said, "No, they're just unstable." But the ironic thing is, I was music's been a part of who I am since I was a kid. I had soundtracks for my toys when I was listening to music simultaneously. But it's ironic because my dad, and I'll give credit where it's due. He got me into loads of bands that led to other things and different movie soundtracks that led me to different things. And he put Ableton Live on my computer when I was like 15 years old because I asked him, and he showed me some things. He bought me like half the equipment I have in the room right now. You know what I mean? And it's ironic because now I'm writing songs about him.
Which Jesus,
kind of messed up, but
yeah.
It's
now listening to
it's just catharsis is all it is.
Yeah. Now listening to him, bro. Now I'm like, oh shit. Now I'm thinking, oh my god, he's talking about his dad.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out which track. There's a few of them. There's one in particular you'll be able to figure out really quick, I think.
Well, I'm excited to I'll be very transparent. I've listened to some of your stuff, right? But I haven't listened to everything. And you brought my attention to some things today, some of your stuff. So I'm like listening to Father Russia and God damn it, Burn. And it was a lot different style than what I'd heard on, Raw. I can't think of the names of them, bro. You got so much stuff. And I was like, damn, man, holy shit. This is almost mainstream. You know what I mean? Like, this is almost radio. Like, there's singing in it and like, just it's groovy and not because I love grind. So don't get me wrong, but I was shocked. So you're a well-versed musician, and I urge people to, if you're going to go listen to his catalog, go listen to those songs first, or at least one of them, Father Russia or Burn. Listen to one of those first before you go into the grindcore and judge instantly, because a lot of people listening to this have never heard of grindcore or never listened to it. So
right. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. There's a song actually. I dubbed this stuff grind, and there's some elements in there, especially with like the faster, screamier stuff. But there's one song on the self-titled EP, the one with the song Starfucker and the New Age and all that on it. The song Take My Life is actually about my parents and how it's affected my relationships with people, lovers, friends today. And there's a lot of singing on that one too. It's not there's like some screaming in the beginning, some fast blast beats and stuff, but it kind of mellows out during the verse / chorus thing, whatever it is. And I'm singing over it. And I think that might be a good pick for somebody to start with as well, to kind of understand where I'm coming from musically, emotionally. And so it's not so deafening right away. You know what I mean? Right off the bat.
I do. It turns people off, unfortunately, right? Me, it doesn't, because I like it. I grew up with it on MySpace and shit. So but go ahead back to your story. How your dad, go ahead.
So I guess, that's kind of the gist of my childhood. I've written some songs about that. I've written songs about like past lovers and
Well, how did you learn how to write
political
songs and
shit.
do all this?
Oh, okay. So my dad
Did
gave
you
me.
do everything? Let me be clear to the crowd. You do everything. The
Yeah, I
fans.
do everything myself, dude. No, it's just trial and error as I got older, trying to look shit up or find free
Are you
open
serious?
source programs and for like graphic designing, like the other parts of it. And like,
Dude, you
so
learned
yeah,
yourself? Like you taught yourself all that?
I
Like
didn't go to
you,
school for anything, dude. I haven't even been
like
to
the
college.
producing? Well, I didn't know if you had a friend or like, something like that because you know what I'm saying?
No, not even that, dude.
Holy shit. That's even more impressive, Seth.
Thank you.
Damn.
I do it all myself. I just sit in the bedroom and for hours on end sometimes and annoying my girlfriend or the neighbors. I've never been bitched at by neighbors though, thankfully. Except one time when I was playing guitar at 4 a.m. I actually wrote a song about that guy too, but even though it was my fault.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Well, well, Jesus, dude. That's crazy that you write all that without. That's crazy. You write all that without like, excuse me, any proper training or any training with a friend or whatever. Because I learned a lot of things from being in bands. Right, I'm a singer, so it's a little different. But like this new band, I'd rather die. Like I'm a part of the songwriting process, because
Right.
I've been now, even I can't play an instrument to save my life. But now that I know how to put together a song, I can structure a song like anybody else. Right. So, I can go, hey, I want you to go, dun, 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 and they know what I mean. I don't know the notes. I don't know, so.
Yeah. It's good to have that kind of chemistry, man. I'm actually talking to a couple people right now.
Yeah. I was going to say,
a live incarnation
you
of this project.
So full band, you're thinking?
What's that?
You're thinking full band then?
Yeah, I'd like to, man. If I can build up the stamina for those inhales and shit that I do, the screaming stuff.
Yeah, brother.
He's
good luck. It shows.
What's that?
Good luck. It shows.
Yeah, I mean, I'll figure it out. It's not a huge.
No, I'm teasing you. You got it. You got it, brother.
But one guy I'm talking to, he wants to do guitar. He's got like equipment. He's only like 45 minutes away from me. And this other girl wants to do bass, and we're all going to get together next Tuesday and jam, and I'm kind of going to teach them some riffs and things.
No shit.
Yeah, just to kind of see
how we all
click and kind of in a way audition them.
So is it hard to find people because of where you are?
I don't know. I've never really delved into the process of trying to find people. I mean, maybe a few times I've had some groups of people that I've had falling out with since, but except one guy, I'm still friends with him. He's pretty dope. His name's Derek. But he's actually the one that introduced me to the girl that I'm going to audition next week and jam with. Yeah. I think the most difficult part for finding a band or getting a band together would probably be the drummer, especially with the crazy fast shit that
100%.
Especially with the shit that I program in, because I want it to be tight. I don't want it sloppy, especially with all that.
Right. Shout out to my co-host.
Blast beats and
shout out to I love my drummer, man. He's a co-host on the show here and there, and I love him. Young boy, 22 years old, classically trained.
Wow.
He's just now getting into metal, right? So, I mean, he's been in for about 1.5 2 years. So to him, it's in right. I mean, he's in like 2 other bands, and like the dude's like a prostitute because, like you just said, it's hard to find a drummer, and this dude can do any genre. And he's learning the metal side of things. It is still kind of new to him, but so I'm very thankful. You're so right about the drummer thing. Well, good luck on a drummer. Shit. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I'll find him or I won't. I refuse to ever do backing tracks though, because man, my computers are.
I was going to ask that. And I've seen a lot of grind people do that.
Yeah, and there's was Agoraphobic Nosebleed does that, right? Is that the band?
I don't know. I've never heard of him, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
If you do it right, and put on a good show, it's okay.
Right, yeah. One of the guys from that band, I think that's the correct name. He's from Pig Destroyer, and I remember seeing this Slave to the Grind documentary, him talking about the backing tracks, and it was like the first time they were ever going to do it or something, and they were like, well, we'll see what happens. I don't ever want to put myself in a situation like that. Screw that, man. Like, go them for doing that. But
I've been in awkward positions, man, like that. One time, real quick. I played a show up in Cleveland at Peabody's. My band had left me like 2 days before that. Well, this is a big ass show, so I just took them my backtrack, the blank without vocals, and I went up there with a buddy of mine. He learned a couple of what he could on guitar and then pretended with the rest, really. And you know what though, man? I put my fucking heart and soul into that shit, and they loved it. They loved every second of it, you know. So. Yeah. You might be surprised, but yeah, yeah, I wouldn't do it if you don't have to do it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if I can find somebody, great. If it takes fucking years to find somebody, fine. You know, I've been doing this for a year already by myself, and I have fun doing it. So as long as it takes, I mean, I'll see what I can do in the meantime. But yeah.
So have you ever thought about going into any other genres? I know you have that. What is it? I'm Blue?
In Blue, yeah. I do this weird electronic stuff. It's not like your typical EDM or like dancey crap. I mean, there's elements of that, but think more Aphex Twin meets Boards of Canada with some weird avant-garde ambient crap. I mean, I do a bunch of genres within that too, just for fun. That's going to be a track trying to get that putting that on Spotify just because I'm kind of lazy, and putting all that metadata in there is going to be a pain in the ass.
I feel that. When you do everything yourself, it kind of gets a little, you know.
Yeah, you know. I'll find the time eventually and do that. Yeah, I do that weird electronic crap. And I guess with the metal stuff, I recently I did these 3 instrumental covers of these Scottish folk songs, but they're more like punk and like kind of metal-y themselves, more melodic metal.
Okay.
The Skyboat song, I did Loch Lomond, and I did Hey Johnny Coke. Those are only on my Bandcamp, actually. I was iffy about putting those out just because they're covers, and the art that I used were people's paintings, but I thought they were suiting to the songs.
Can people buy those there? Do you have that option of like you can pay what you want, or how
Yeah, they're $2 each. They're okay. Just on the Bandcamp though.
Okay, yeah, our band did whatever you want to pay us or whatever, and it actually kind of was surprising, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was better done, but $2 ain't shit, dude. For all the time you put into it and stuff, you know, people don't understand. It's just like an artist, you know, that has a painting. Like people really don't get the time and effort that you put into those things and what it means to you more than anything. So you did that. Is there a reason? Like, are you? I don't know how to word this. I don't want to say getting away from grind. Like, do you want to be a musician? Like, is that what you want to do? Like,
oh yeah, of course, man. Like, I hate fucking working jobs. I DoorDash, and I fucking have a hard time getting out the door for that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, well, I'll tell you this, and you know this. Like, I run. It's hard to listen. I'm going to tell you straight up right now. Like, and you already know this. I don't even have to tell you this. Like with grind, that's not going to happen, right? So like. I mean, it's one of them. That's even harder. Like, dude, the fucking crowd, like the fan base for that is, oh my gosh, it's such a niche thing, right? It's like a real niche crowd. It's like a cult, you know, like following type of thing. A lot of people don't even know what the fuck it is. So does that make you like, have you delved into this, these Irish folk covers? What, like, is there anything in your head saying, hey, you know, I'm going to try to, because I know NYMPHO's your baby. Like, I can tell. And have you ever thought about, like, breaking out of that and, like, putting more time into something more, not mainstream, but something more acceptable, I guess you would say?
No, I know what you're saying. I could just kind of let it take me where it does. You know, I did Father Russia, Burn, and just because I was in the mood for something like that. But as of right now, I think it's just going to be kind of brutal. This next EP is going to be pretty brutal. We can
Who pissed you off?
That. What's that?
Who pissed you off?
Oh, loads of people, man. Sometimes myself. I don't realize until after the fact. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck. I just had to ask. So who's dying in it? Who are you burying? Your dad? Is you cutting your dad up in this one?
On this upcoming one, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I'm just being a dick.
So this one actually, this next release is going to hopefully get a more positive message across.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It's called The Beauty of Danger, and it just kind of sums up how hypocritical far-right people and religious people will judge somebody for their I don't know, kinks, fetishes, sexual orientation, and call it taboo, when they themselves are doing much worse,
Huh.
i.e. the Catholic Church. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
fucking kids.
So,
yeah, oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So my point for this message I want to get across is do what the fuck you're gonna do and don't worry about any judgment. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I agree. I totally agree with that, man. 100 million%. I agree with you. So that's a good message to put out there. It really truly is. I think we don't see enough of that, honestly. I think we don't at all. We need more of that. We really, really, truly do.
Yeah, definitely.
Need to call out, what needs to be called out, and people just, blind eye to it, like it doesn't happen. Like what happened to all those priests? They were all let off because of I think it's the eighth Amendment, like the pursuit of happiness, like something about, I don't know, dude. It's all fucky. It's really fucked, and it's just like, oh, man. Because I was raped when I was a child, so like it really, like, to see it fucking makes me sick to my stomach. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, really? Like, dude, like nobody's gonna do anything, or people are still going to these shirt. Like, what? I'm fucking baffled, man.
Yeah.
So like, where do you get inspiration from the right, man? Like what? Like in the middle of the night, or what do you do? Like when your days, like when you're off work or when you're driving? Like, explain to me how you come up with a song.
So in the past, it's been, people piss me off or something. But just the socio-political climate and the political climate in general lately, I think, has been inspiring me a lot too. But I don't know. It just depends on the time. I don't know, man. Like the Scottish covers, they came out of nowhere because I went to a Celtic festival and kind of got in touch with my heritage a little bit.
Hell yeah, me too. Hey.
You too?
Yeah. I'm full Scottish Irish almost. Like it's like 90%.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, JamesDavisMcAllister. I mean, my sisters and my brother's names are really Irish. But let's jump to an ad break. And we'll be right back with you, Seth.
All right, sounds good.
All right, you guys all stay tuned. We'll be right back. I'm JamesDavisMcAllister, and it's From the Stash Podcast. I want to thank McAlpine Meadery for sponsoring this episode of From the Stash Podcast, located at 10035 Johnsford Road, Beach City, Ohio, 44608. Phone number 330-756-5019. Again, 330-756-5019. They take passion in brewing high-quality European-style artisan honey wine known as mead. It's available in 87 retail stores. It's also available in 36 different states to your front door. You can order online at www.mcalpinemead.com. Again, that's www.mcalpinemead.com. Hours of operation: Wednesday 4 to 10, Friday 4 to 12, Saturday 12 to 12. Bands Fridays and Saturday nights. Thanks again to McAlpine Meadery for sponsoring this episode of From the Stash Podcast. Now on to the show, folks.
Hey, have you ever listened to your favorite album and thought, why doesn't my band sound this fucking crushing? Or maybe you want to record somewhere that you can be captured at your peak abilities. I'm Brandon, and I run Folsom Audio. Whether you need music taken from the ground up, or you just want to record through analog gear, Folsom Audio is your answer. Specializing in rap, hard rock, metal, as well as vocal production, and with 11 years mixing experience, your music will always sound the way it was meant to. Check us out at folsomaudio.com.
Because you got to write everything. Like, how long does it take? I'm curious.
So like I mentioned before, I guess we could start with those Scottish covers. Yeah. I went to this Celtic festival the end of March here in Albuquerque, like up in the mountains. And it got me in touch with my Scottish roots, which isn't much. But I wanted to cover a couple songs that I saw this band do, Celtica Nova. They covered in their own arrangements the Skyboat song and Loch Lomond and a bunch of other stuff too. But I did those two and used their arrangements as the foundation and kind of just like delved into the whole Scottish history thing and like was obsessed with it. But as far as my own material, like you said, not the lyrical content, but I guess as far as like writing the music, it really depends on, I guess, the initial lyrical inspiration too. But because certain things, like if something is making me super angry, like say my dad or the political climate, and I want to write a song about it, I'll think of the style that I want to go for. Usually in those cases, it's mostly brutal. But then I want to do something new on top of it, genre-wise, I guess. I just did the song Idiocracy about a week and a half ago, and it's about, it's anti-GOP and what have you. But I looked up some inspiration and like quote unquote how-tos on how to do slam, and I kind of incorporated that into the song stylistically and just kind of ran with it. And I think it came out being one of my favorite songs, to be honest, so far. It's pretty heavy. I did some weird layering with my vocals too, and kind of tried to get as low as I could without faking it. I pitched a little bit for the production reasons, but
so what do you start with then? Do you typically get a drum beat going? Like,
yeah. I program the drums typically, and then I write guitar to that.
Okay.
And kind of try
Interesting.
to, the style, give it like a groove, a little bit, and a little flair, a little bit of flair within each riff.
That's the complete opposite of how we do it. Any band does it. Yeah, any band in the world, they always have a songwriter. Every good band has one songwriter. And he typically comes up with a riff, and he'll bring it to the team.
Yeah.
So you're doing a complete opposite. That is so interesting, dude. Wow.
Yeah, I need like a foundation to run with, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Especially since I'm looking at it on a screen. I have to program the thing, and then based on the rhythm, where the kick and the snares and everything lie, I kind of build around that, and then I do the bass to that. Bass usually mocks the guitar, and then I'll write lyrics, listening to the instrumental over and over again, with the concept in mind, and then I'll just scream and spit over it,
Right. So how long do you like? This is the loaded question because it's hard to answer this really, because every song is different. Every song is, longer or shorter, whatever. Every song has a different time. Like, but typically, like, what is that? How long is that process for you? Like, is it a week? Or do you get it right fucking on that?
No, it's way shorter than that, dude. I laid Idiocracy down in, I don't know, average like 6 to 8 hours, even with some electronic songs that I do. Yeah, like just in an afternoon, evening, like into the night, so I can like export it and do the album art and all that shit. But
it shows confidence. It shows your confidence. Because me, I'm still going back to like I have a solo thing I'm doing, and I'm still going back lyrically. Like every time I listen to it and questioning, well, I can change these 2 lines, like 2 words. I'm literally questioning 2 words in a song, bro, and I have been for a fucking month. So like I admire you because, bro, I only do vocals and I cannot, like, I'll go back. I'll change, literally, I'm not even kidding. I'll change the song 3 months later. Like if we haven't played it live, and somewhere we workshop
set in stone or whatever.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Yeah. I need to stop that, because it drives me nuts, because it's like, when you think about it too much, then it's like it typically turns out not, I don't want to say not as good, but when you're over questioning stuff, you overcompensate for something, or you do something you typically wouldn't do, or whatever it may be. And so I admire you for being able to just sit there and fucking do that and like be confident enough to put it out on the internet. That shows some balls.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I overthink shit too. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not.
You do. I could tell you
or anything by any means. I'm not a genius, but like I'll just do shit from the heart, especially in this. This music is raw as what I'm doing. It tends to come from the heart a little easier, so that I have that in my favor. But I do overthink a lot of shit. Even artwork, I have to like line things up perfectly and do all that tedious bullshit too.
Graphic art, bro. I do all my own graphic art, and I have clients. In fact, I was doing a little video prior to this. I got to finish. Like, dude, I kind of stopped though. I kind of stopped with it. Now, if I'm making a logo for somebody or something like that, then it's different. But like, if it's a flyer or something like that, I'm just like going with the basic shit. Like I'm done making these flyers look fucking crazy good. And I'm done with it. I'm putting them out there basic, and it is what it is. So I hear you on that. So like, would you consider yourself OCD?
Oh, dude, totally. Dude, I have a routine when I go to sleep where I had like three sets of things I got to do. I got to
Oh
take
my
care of
God.
myself. I got to turn all my shit off, like the computer and all that.
Doorknob 3 times.
Basically, yeah. And then I got to take care of the cats. But my OCD gets in the way to where I'm like, did I do that? Did I do
Oh
that?
my gosh.
I hold
Dude,
my fingers up to count the sections. Like I'm fucking.
I gotta warn you, being in a band, dude, it's gonna be tough for you. Especially like, are you gonna like? Let's say you move on with the band. Let's say that you have a full, and this is hypothetical. Would you allow them to be in the writing process, or are you just gonna write it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we do my old shit. When I started this a year ago, and they like what I do. These, at least the people I'm talking to now, they love it. Actually, the get potential guitarist guy. He wants to go by. He's from Santa Fe. He's really cool. I'll plug him right here. Let me look up his name so I pronounce it right. He uses a Japanese moniker for his. It's from like a show or something. It's Dekuro Neko.
What is it?
Dekuro Neko.
Neko.
Kuroneko. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
No, yeah, he's so down to play whatever it is. He just sent me a couple videos because we haven't gotten together yet to jam for me to show him the riffs and things. He sent me a couple videos literally just now saying, "Hey, is this right?" And he's trying to get as close as he can before I show him. So I mean, yeah, hell yeah, dude. Like I'm so down because he's down to play what I want to do. I want to write new shit with people.
Well, I was gonna say, right, even if it doesn't work out full band, man. Do you know Sky Eats Airplane? Have you ever heard of them?
The name sounds vaguely familiar, yeah.
Okay, they were big on fucking MySpace. It was a 2-piece. It was like electronic. They had spazzy parts, but they weren't grind at all. Mm-hmm. Jerry was their vocalist, and he went on to do Glass Cloud. He was in a Mice and Men for a minute. But anyway, they started out that way. They had a computer and a guitarist and a singer, bro. Mm-hmm. And they people fucking loved it, dude. Like the Sky Eats Airplanes was like one of the top MySpace bands at that time.
Sky Eats Airplane, is that it?
And then they formed a label, signed them, and built them a band.
Nice. Yeah, that vaguely familiar, dude.
It's real raw too, real raw ass recordings, like super fucking raw. I'll have to here. Fuck. I'm gonna make a note of it here. That you should fucking go and listen to it. So that way I remember, because
send me a message real quick, and
it'll be inspiration for you to be confident enough. Like when you see these crowd, shit, I don't know if you can find videos, but I promise you it was super fucking popular. Like it was huge. And again, it had electronic in it, so that's going to be, it's kind of like a pass, right? If you have that in there and you don't have a drummer or whatever, but, yeah, because I think that, I think that what you need to share that with people, and not just on the internet. I tell a lot of rappers that these SoundCloud rappers, I'm like, well, what are you doing? Like, okay, that's great. You're making this music and you're putting it on fucking SoundCloud, but for who, for what? Yeah. Exactly. Is it therapy, whatever. But a lot of these rappers aren't like that. They I'm making a bag, or this, that. And it's like, well, like, if you go and show this to people, maybe you can. And it just disturbs me, because the greatest aspect of music is not the writing, not the listening, none of that at all. It's experiencing with other like-minded people while you're watching the same, or that you find out about. It's like, I can't explain the experience. You've been to concerts, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's the best feeling in music. It's why people make music, straight up. Like, yeah, we make it for ourselves, but we make it to share it with other people, and you do on the internet. But like, do you have a urge? Like, I know you're trying to get a band together, but like, have you ever almost done a show?
Like, not even close, dude. I don't know. Like,
it surprises me.
It's on the group of people that I've jammed with and talked about doing a band with. Sometimes we don't click, or we have a falling out, or sometimes I'm just fearful of performing. I've never thought about doing vocals, like, and been at least 50% sure about doing vocals live. Like, yeah, I've played guitar a few times with the band or a couple bands or something, but even then I was super nervous. So I'm pushing myself even further to say, hey, you know what? People are going to hate your fucking voice. Some of them don't like it at all, but that just comes with the territory. But for me of all people to get on stage and do vocals and scream like a pterodactyl is terrifying, dude. Like, but
listen,
I'm still gonna try it.
You should, because I'm telling you, once you get over it, you're gonna find your new. It's a drug, and you're gonna fall in love, and you're gonna chase that dragon for the rest of your as long as you can't trust. I know. Listen, I was 17, scared to death. You know, it was Campfield Fair, big ass fair. 2,000 people were there. It was the
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's huge fair, bro. It's this fair that, like, you know, big country stars come and, you know, play, right? And, and like on this was like on a Thursday or some shit, Thursday night. We were playing with fuck, I can't remember their goddamn name, but they won the Mountain Dew High School Rock Off Battle of the Bands, and they were from that area. So it was fucking packed. I mean, you know, we're talking like 30,000 to 50,000 people go through this thing a day. So 2,000 people, man. And I had a glove on my left hand. I'll never forget this shit, bro. Oh my God. Like Michael Jackson. And,
I was just thinking that,
yeah, we did Census Fail. We covered Census Fail. Fuck, I can't even remember. And then Static Lullaby. And I fucked up both of them. But it was kind of not noticeable. I mean, you know, obviously the people knew the songs, knew it, and the band knew it. But after that, dude, like, I just was like, oh my God, when's the next fucking show? Holy shit. And I got spoiled by playing for 2,000 people. I really did. You know what I mean? Because then the next show, it's like 50, 60, which is a lot at a local show. So
right, yeah, especially a local.
I tell that story so that it encourages people, because, you know, you're going to fuck up. And especially with what you do, people expect you to have some slip ups here and there. I mean, it's going to happen. I think you'll shock yourself, though. Have you ever, have you ever sat and done a song like outside of recording, like, you know, just sitting there doing it?
Yeah, in the car a few times. You know, I think next couple of days I'll probably end up doing that some more. I got to roll the windows up when I do it, though. But
I could even teach you. You need to take, like, it's very, very important breathing. Like, if you can get your breathing process down and figure out, you know, what you need to take your breaths and shit like that for that.
Yeah,
because you're going to destroy your throat. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're going to want to protect.
See, it's weird, man. I do inhales, but my throat never gets hurt. I'm doing the technique properly, other than the breathing. You know what I mean? So I can keep going. My throat never hurt.
Like a 30-minute set, you know, or a 20-minute set or something like that.
That's what's been going through my head lately.
Yeah, like Job for a Cowboy, that was their downfall, right? You know, because, you know, their vocal, I mean, it just tore them up, you know, I mean, and that's why a lot of those bands don't last very long that do inhales. You know, and the ones that do are, I don't know, they're fucking not of this earth, you know, because that is, I've done it. I did it a little bit, kind of, you know, I've done it a little bit, but like, it just it wasn't for me, you know, and I didn't like the way it made my throat feel, because I was in choir boy and shit like that, you know. So I knew it was wrong. It was, oh my God, this is just all wrong. I don't like this. This is damaging my throat, you know, because still, you know, now at 34, you know, when I started I'd Rather Die, you know, I had to break the calluses in my throat, you know, and it bled and shit because I hadn't screamed and did in so long. So I'm just saying, man, just protect your throat, get chloroseptic sprays and shit like that.
You know? Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
And it'll protect it. But there's a spiel for all those people out there that, you know, would be afraid to get on stage, and all those people that are afraid, you know, or will hurt their voice. So, well, with that said, what are your, like, what's your future plans? Like, I know it's with the band, but like, do you have anything coming up? What do you got going on here?
Like I mentioned earlier, I have that EP in the works. I actually did an instrumental for the 3rd track out of 5. 2 of them are already done. You've heard one of them. It's in that promo that you did for me. So I want to finish that. I want to finish that EP. It's called The Beauty of Danger. I'm hoping to get that out by the end of this month, if not sometime next month. But it'll be coming out soon. And then probably within a week after the Bandcamp release, it will be on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all that. Of course, the band. I guess just kind of just working with that right now. Maybe some new merch designs for fun. If people want physical copies of what I've done, then that is totally an option too. I just got the means and knowledge to be able to do that as well.
I want a shirt, goddammit.
You want a shirt? Well, they're on Redbubble. I can't.
They are no shit. Let me go look, dude. Oh shit, I did not know that.
Yeah, let me pull that up.
If I go to Redbubble right now, it'll just I don't even know what the fuck that is. Oh, there it is. I know
the shop. My shop is Seth D Music, because I might put some in blue stuff up there at some point too. But right now it's just NYMPHO. Seth D -music, all lowercase, all Seth D.
I'll put it,
And then,
if you find me, remember I told you about the links. Just get me, be sure to put this one, put every link you got. I mean,
perfect.
shit.
Yeah, perfect. Definitely.
We're going out. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, I might change that anti-GOP one, make it a little cooler, but I got a few shirts up there, and then I have the one with the basic logo on it for hats and pins as well, just to kind of get some variety in there. I really like the plain logo on a hat, man. I really want one of those. But yeah, Redbubble, and then I'll send you the link so people can see it in the description of this podcast too.
Boom. Let's see here.
Oh, you're looking it up?
Yeah, well, absolutely, man. Because all right. Set the music view.
I'll just send you the link. Actually,
View the shop. He joined April 2022.
Yes, sir. That's
yeah,
me.
like that, huh?
There's the link.
Huh? Your beard. You got a sexy beard in that picture.
Appreciate it, man. That was after my first haircut.
Bro, it says mature content. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, there's
I want the
movies and things, because why not?
Come on, show me display the mature content. God damn it, you didn't. I didn't. You didn't. You're a psycho. You're a fucking psycho. I can't believe they let you sell that. I can't believe they let you sell that. This is so awesome.
Oh yeah, they give you the mature content option, so why not? I'm sure people sell worse than just a pair of boobs. It's the human body, and that just goes along with the concept for this EP coming out. Like it's just boobs. Get over it, man. It's bro. What's that?
People will buy the fuck out of Father Russia shirt, dude. For right now.
Oh yeah.
Like
I love that one, man. The Father Russia one's cool.
Hell yeah. So go off there, but dude, that's fucking great. I can't believe it. Folks, you gotta see it. I'll just say this, man. It's pretty it's fucking
Oh, I have to give credit where it's due, like earlier about my dad and my music equipment. My girlfriend, while I was writing the lyrics for this, I was going to call it War, which is, just basic and kind of dumb. But it's about Ukraine and the Russian invasion. I am pro-Ukraine, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you're not, go die if you're not.
Right, I wouldn't be talking to you otherwise. But she came up with she wrote the second verse in the song, and she came up with the name. She goes, because I was comparing this invasion to Hitler essentially, and she goes, instead of Mother Russia, why don't you call it Father Russia, like the fatherland in World War II.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, let me give you a little rundown. It's free, number one. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit right from your phone, and I'm not going to lie, that's exactly what I do. They also distribute your podcast to every major platform. And not only that, you can make money from your podcast with you don't have to have any listenership. Right when you start, you can make money. It's everything you need literally to make a podcast in one place. Download the Anchor app for free or go to anchor.fm to get started.
With Hitler. And I was like, oh my God, that is fucking genius. So she came up with the name for that and wrote a verse in the song too. So,
dude, I just don't know. The only thing is, dude, I don't know where the fuck. I definitely couldn't wear it just because of my business, right? Because people be
yeah,
of course not. But this pair of titties, though, I'm thinking, dude, I want that Father Russia shirt bad.
Wait, which one would you not wear? The titties or
titties are Father Russia, dude. I would get some shit for that.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, just because of what I'm in, and I'm in the hip hop scene, and anything like that, I gotta be very, very careful, and understandably so. Like I understand, and
well, if they know who Putin is, I'm sure they get it,
Absolutely, man. Times have changed, bro. Like they really have. I'm almost a boomer, so it's a little different for me. And you do live in a different part of the world than I do, right?
Yeah.
I live around a bunch of fucking Yeet Hall, America, Budweiser people, so if I saw it be you fucking Nazi, you fucking, but it's funny because they're the ones that are like Nazis, like.
I hear you.
Yeah. Well, there's
West is a weird place, man.
Yeah, dude. In fact, we can talk about whatever you want, man. We got about like 20 minutes here that we can go. And,
Yeah.
So if you want to bullshit about some things and get some shit off your chest, man, this is an open platform to do that. Like, I don't, even if I don't agree with you, bro, I don't care. Like, you can say whatever you want. So, like, with this, why the fuck is it? I'm going to say it. Why isn't America over there right now stopping this?
It's a NATO thing. We don't want World War III. So they're trying to, at least from what I've gathered, we don't want to interfere in that sense because we don't want to start a series of events that could be devastating to the rest of the world. We're trying to help Ukraine in the most civilized way possible. And
well, listen, he's already like.
I wish we could help them. I kind of get why we're not fighting around right now.
All right, can I rebuttal?
Sure.
All right. He's damn near taken over Ukraine. Mm-hmm. What do you think he's going to do next?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Nobody does.
I'm terrified though.
Nobody stopped. Nobody cared. Nobody's doing a goddamn thing about it. So he thinks he's fucking invisible. What do you think he's going to do? Poland's next. You think he's literally, you called that right there, that shirt you made? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's like, what in the fuck is going on? Like, it's like I'm in a Twilight Zone, dude. Like, have you watched videos? Go watch Vice City, Vice News, right? They're an anti-bias. They don't have a bias towards anything. They just go report the news. And bro, if you go watch that, I think you'll change your mind because the things they're doing over there are just devastating. It's. I can't believe it. I'm just shocked that we're supposed to be this big, broad, power and, helping people and shit like that. And nobody's helping them. It just blows my mind. It's crazy, because if he gets away with that, I mean, what the fuck, dude? Like that, that just gives incentive for other leaders and shit like that to be able to get away. Why? Because who cares? What does Russia?
Apparently, China wants. Well, they've always wanted Taiwan. Apparently, they could try again to take over Taiwan too.
Watch. Yeah, if we're just it's like boom, boom, boom. Which I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I do care because I care about innocent people being murdered maliciously, in terrible ways. But it's scary, man. The fact that we're living almost in think about it this way, right? Hitler killed the Jews, right? Well, this guy's killing the Ukrainians. Now, there's not as many, I'll give you that. But it's the same. Oh, you're Ukrainian,
It's a fucking genocide, dude. I even say that flat out in the song. I'm like, this is Ukrainian genocide. And like halfway in the chorus.
So like
it is.
It is. That's what I'm getting at. And that's why
exactly.
I'm confused on how by just moralistically, we can sit there and watch that happen, knowing we're hands down the most, aside from China, because Ukraine proved that Russia's a bunch of fucking pussies. Like, they held them back for how fucking long? And let's be honest, dude, look at Russia, look at Ukraine. Ukraine doesn't even have like an air force and shit, or like a Navy. I mean, come on, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and they held them off for a long. I haven't checked in to see, but I'm pretty sure.
First thing fucking Russia did was knock out the airfield.
Right, and what they have, like fucking 5-10 planes, you know what I mean? It's like
I don't want to say for sure because I have no idea, but I know that's what they did the moment they got in there.
Like, I'll tell you this, they don't have many, right? They're a poor ass country. They're very, very poor. Like, their minimum wage is like $150. I forget, it's like $150 what ours is for like 2 weeks, something like that. It's something wild. So it's a impoverished, place. But the people are happy people. They're used to that. It's how they, and their leaders, he's, but it's, I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm dreaming and it's not real. I try not to look at it very much because I don't watch TV or anything, but I do look into that because I'm into death. I love death. I'm fucking obsessed with it. So like, I'll type in 9/11, watching people dying, you jumping out, and I'll type in planes or people, getting death. I love death for whatever reason, serial killers.
It's fascinating for sure. It doesn't mean, it's right though.
No, I don't agree with it at all. I don't. I think it's fucking disgusting. I don't know why I'm obsessed with it. It's weird.
It's really weird. I mean, it's not right in the sense, what's happening over in Ukraine. And I'm not, by drawing attention to Ukraine with my music or whatever, I'm not trying to draw attention away from all the other shit happening in other countries either. It's just as bad.
Well, absolutely.
I want people to know that because I've thought about that myself, and I'm like, this shit happens everywhere. I wonder if
To
anybody.
this scale, though, taking over.
This isn't just happening there. You know what I mean? I don't want people to think that I'm that
Oh,
narrow-minded. I'm aware, dude. Like,
You're right. You're right. I was gonna say taking over countries. United States. We've taken over Syria. We've taken over Afghanistan.
I mean, even shit that's happening within other countries, not even us removed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm aware that this genocidal shit happens. Fucking.
Oh yeah, we're the worst.
And
Shit,
it-
we're the worst. Shit. We, like I hate this country, man. I do. I can't stand it. I've been that way since I was 13, man. Because a lot of the things I don't understand, they don't make any sense, like at all. There's no, I mean, just a lot of the things, like gas right now, right? It makes zero fucking sense. The way they tax people makes zero fucking sense. There's just a lot of things in this country that I do not like at all. I mean, one of the main things is the child trafficking. I just don't fuck with that, and more than
no, man. I have a newfound love for Ashton Kutcher after my girlfriend told me what he's done because
what's he done?
Maybe it wasn't him, or was it him? Some celebrity's husband. Hey, babe. Let me ask her real quick.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Get her up in here. Shit.
Hey, baby. I have a question. The celebrity. Oh, I'm sorry. I remember Anthony Bourdain.
I heard something about that. What he?
No. His. I think it was his wife, right? His girlfriend before he died. He was involved with helping people who. She was a victim of trafficking and everything, right?
Okay.
And he was one of he was an advocate for people who had been through that kind of shit. I said Ashton Kutcher because obviously Mila Kunis is Ukrainian, so I was confusing the two in the current events also. But yeah, Anthony Bourdain was an advocate for child trafficking. Not for it. You know what I'm saying though. Like he was an activist for helping people who had been through that trauma. Is what I'm saying. So, I mean, I have a newfound love for that man, even though, rest in peace, Anthony Bourdain. And I have a newfound love for Ashton Kutcher, knowing what him and Mila Kunis do with charity as well. If I was gay, Ashton Kutcher would be the man I'd be lusting over. You know what I mean? Like,
he is a good.
I am now. He is just
he's
wonderful
a terrible actor, but he's a good looking fella. I like him.
I mean, Kelso was pretty dope, but
I'm just a harsh asshole. I just keep shit the way.
No, you're good. You're good.
He's obviously not a terrible actor, not. Dude, yeah, I have a suggestion. You should make an NYMPHO shirt with just your logo, like that shirt.
That was the first design that I did, but I felt it was too bare bones. I mean, I could try it. I might replace that anti-GOP one with that, or add it to the set of hats and shit. Yeah,
just add it with the hats and make it as big as you do the other ones. Just have NYMPHO on the titties, just right there, boom, right on the chest, boom.
Right. The cool thing about Redbubble is it formats your design for you, so it puts it in the right spot about 99% of the time.
Right. I was gonna say,
the design is. It's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I'm not endorsed or anything. Like, I just think they're a pretty dope ass company.
Yeah, well, if I may ask, and you don't have to answer, and you can tell me afterwards, what is the percentage like? Because I was gonna use Teespring, but I know a guy, I get 50 shirts, different. I can get like 2 collars front and back, nice ass shirts, for like $309. That's like $6 something a shirt, So it's like
that's not bad at all, man.
It's not. It's fucking really cheap, dude. Like,
so.
Really.
Yeah, to answer your question, you can set your own markups for your products, and you can based on individual product if you want to. I have mine at 1% because I don't care about making 10 cents off a shirt. You know what I mean? I don't want the prices for the customer to be outrageous because my markups are super high for one. But I also just want people to wear my shit if they want to. I just want as many out there as possible. I can't screen print, so this is the next best thing.
It's funny. It's funny you say that. I want to get as many out there as I want to, man. I got 2 fucking chicks with titties hanging now. I got the next Hitler, or modern day Hitler. I'm gonna end up getting that, and it's just gonna take me time to convince myself.
Oh, you're good. I'll probably get like 10 cents. I don't give a shit as long as you're wearing it and you like tag me or something.
Cool. Well, dude, let me just cash app you and you send me one, or you don't have them, do you? Because they're on there.
No, they're there. You have to pay for it through the site. Unfortunately,
it is cool. That's cool that there's sites like this, though, man.
Yeah, exactly. The modern age is pretty great in some ways.
Yeah, because merchandising is one of the main things I tell my artists in the artist development, that like getting the artist development program, like when I'm developing them, I tell them that, merchandising is like 90% of your profit, especially when you first start. And so A, you want to make it catchy, B, you want to, make sure you have it so that when you go to these shows, somebody can leave with a piece of you if they like you.
Exactly.
I'll tell them, even wristbands. I'll be like, get wristbands. They're dirt cheap. You can get like fucking 200 for like 30, 40, $50, it's key. It's very essential to any genre. I mean, that's why you think bands mark their shirts up for like 40, $50, like, like the big bands, like shit. Prada and them are probably selling their shirts. They're probably selling their shirts for like 30, 35 now. I don't know. I haven't been in a show in a minute.
Yeah, and they can though, because they're obviously a bigger band. So
right, but that's their bread and butter too, though. It's crazy, man. I mean, they're on a good label, so maybe it's not. Maybe they're not being completely butt fucked, but merchandising's huge, dude. Like, this is really good, man. I can't stop looking at it. I'm like, man, these are good. Well, and then there's 2 pairs of titties too. But
who doesn't like boobies, man? Shit that's usually considered taboo is just ridiculous most of the time.
This is right.
You wear that on a shirt. I'm like, bro, it's just the human body, and people like boobs.
You are against the grain right now, like totally, bro. Like, you are like fucking rebel and a half, man. Holy shit! I'm gonna get arrested if I wore this shit here.
What, the Father Russia one?
Yeah, bro, for real, dude.
Well, that's on you, man. If you want it and you wear it, that's up to you. But like, it's
listen to you. Yeah, no, it's your fault.
It's my fault.
All right, it's Redbubble. It's Redbubble's fault. I'm fucking suing.
They should have flagged this the moment it was put online.
Just said mature content. I thought it meant it was just you had to be 18 to buy it, bro.
You know what? I'm actually going to design right now the logo shirt. That was the first design I had for a shirt, but I actually deleted it. But now that you say it, I think I'm going to put it back up there.
It gives somebody that wants to wear this shit to school, right? What if a 16-year-old doesn't
Exactly.
They're like, hey, mommy, can I get that shirt?
No.
Like, what are you listening to? Are you listening to the devil?
There's still people that think that way, unfortunately.
Oh, absolutely. Of course.
That's the stigma I'd like to help break.
Yeah, you're a very sweet person. You are, man. You're a genuine person. You're a genuine guy, dude. Dude, listen, every grindcore act or band I met, the fermentation group I was telling you about, they're a father-son piece, right? Father plays guitar, son plays drums. Does vocals. They have a drum machine. Oh, there you go. There's another one, fermentation, and they were bringing in crowds, bro. It's weird, and I don't know if it's just because I got lucky, but every single fucking grind band I met was awesome, phenomenal, cool ass people. Always were very fun. Weren't they were very respectful. Like, oh, Captain, my captain. I'm gonna give you a list of these bands that I used to play in, like, tour with. We were always
a link or a list.
Yeah, like we came with Broken Teeth. Like, dude, there's so many that we came with Broken Teeth. They were an internet thing. They were the biggest grindcore band on MySpace. Shit, they were like top 3 acts on MySpace for a minute.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm talking, dude, on MySpace had millions and millions, dude, like 35 million plays and shit. Like, dude, it was insane how popular they were. And it was actually my friend Nikki. Hi, Nikki Davis.
The one you mentioned to me the other day, right?
Yes, dude. Yeah, what the fucking ridiculous like there's like 19 drum kicks. Like, it's like, dude, all right, dude, chill out. But wait, I just gotta come on, no. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna add that. I'm gonna add the basic logo to Redbubble right now as we're talking. So anyone who wants just the logo and nothing offensive because you work for a law firm or you're a teacher thing, there's the option.
I'm gonna get one for my mom.
What's up? Or your mom?
My mom, yeah, she'd be like, oh, my mom's a Bible thumper.
I gotcha. Okay.
She'd be like, oh my fucking God, James, I ain't wearing that fucking shit. And it's like, for real, that's what she'd say. I mean, she is a Bible thumper.
I get it. I get it.
When I was little, watch your fucking mouth, God damn it. It's like, oh, okay.
Stop fucking cussing.
Exactly. It's exactly what it was, bro. It was hilarious. We used to piss her off just for her to do that, like, you know, yell at us because we
If your
always
mom hears this, I mean, no offense. I'm
No,
just joking.
I live there, man. I live in a big ass, 6-bedroom, 2 bath, 2 kids. I'm very fortunate. I'm very, very lucky. My mother's a very successful woman, and I wouldn't be able to pursue what I pursue, Seth. You know, it wouldn't have been humanly possible. I'm just now to a point where I'm starting to make money. You know, like money, right? You know, and it took me to be a manager for hip hop, right? You know, it took me almost 20 years to figure it out. But
how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 34. I'll be 35.
Oh, okay.
September 10th.
The
day before, the day before, fucking September 11th. The good old holiday of September 11th. Oh, God. Fucking, we're getting towards the end. We got a couple minutes here. I want to give you the floor. I mean, say what you want. Promote what you want. And again, I'll have all the links down in the description for everything. So, take the floor, Seth. It's all you, man.
Sure. I have an EP coming out either the end of this month or June, depending on what life throws at me. I'm halfway done with it. I have the album art pretty much squared away. Also, I forgot to mention the album cover. I showed you it like a week ago. The model on the front, her and the photographer are on Instagram. I tagged them in the post on my Instagram as well for NYMPHO, at NYMPHO313. All lowercase, blah, blah, blah. The photographer's handle is Best of B-Side, and the model is Spooky, or I believe at Captain Wonderbra, and they're both from Hamburg, Germany, and they're fantastic at what they do as well. She's on the front looking all cool with like a blue pixie cut and stuff. Anyway, yeah, I have that coming out this month or next month. I'll have a band at some point in the future, depending on if I could find a drummer soon or not. And, rehearsals and whatever. Go stream my stuff on Spotify, Apple Music. It's on YouTube as well, and every other platform you could imagine. I'll be uploading constantly because I make music at a regular rate. So just keep an ear out, keep an eye out on Instagram for that, for promo. And that's it, man. Thanks for having me on here, dude. This has been a blast.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks for being patient and dealing with the fucking the schedules and the technical difficulties. That's why I bought some new stuff today. So hopefully I won't have to worry about this so much. But it was a pleasure, man. And I think that again, people don't judge just because you hear the word grindcore. It's much more, like his project In Blue, and there's songs on, in NYMPHO's discography that were earlier mentioned, that are completely different than what you would think, and give it a chance. Don't just dismiss it right away. A lot of people do, and it used to be one of my favorite genres, and then it kind of died, and. Seth, you're one of the very few people I know. There's like none around here. There's like no grind around here. So it was nice to, meet you and now have you on the show. I think it'll bring awareness, hashtag make grind great again.
I'm thinking about putting that on a shirt too. I'll
do it.
Yeah. Has that already been copywritten or copyrighted?
No.
Gore grind great again somewhere the other day, but I wasn't sure if grind itself, make grind great again, was already.
I don't see how you can't really copyright that. It's too common of a phrase. I mean, you can't. It's too common of words, right? Like you can copyright a word if you make that word up, like Pepsi, okay, or trademark or what in trademark. Well, the trademarks are more logos, but like you can't that's why you see The Devil Wears Prada, right? There's a movie. There's a Kama Sutra book. You cannot copyright shit that's commonplace, so it's a fuzzy road. You got to look at you do your own research, but it's very you copyright like a writing, like a poem or a song or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not original, right? But you didn't make the words up. Make grind great again or whatever it is. Do it. Fuck it. You put fucking.
I'll just try it, dude, and see what happens. I'm a nobody right now, so fuck it. Maybe I can get away with it at least for a little while.
Man. Well, and that's why you're here. And I'm hoping that, that we, at least create a little bit of buzz. Cause I know up here it used to be a big scene. So I'm thinking, hey, maybe, cause I'm going to share with some of my buddies that are, into it. So I'm hoping that this helps you. And we'll be checking in on you. Don't worry. I'm sure sooner than later, we'll have you back. But I appreciate your time. And I'm James Davis McAllister, your host of From the Stash podcast. And until next time, remember you can support the podcast by clicking that support button. I really appreciate it. Peace.